Well, in other news, the Progressive Liberal Party gearing up for a high-energy campaign as the party throws its full support behind the selection of Kingsley Smith as the standard-bearer for the West End and Bimini constituency. This endorsement underscores the party's confidence in Smith's leadership and commitment to representing the PLP. Raven Davis joins us live from the party's headquarters in Grand Bahama. Raven.
Rumiko, chairman of the Progressive Liberal Party, the Honorable Fred Mitchell, thanking supporters on Grand Bahama for their confidence in Kingsley Smith as a PLP standard bearer, adding that he's confident that if elected, Smith will make a great representative for the West Grand Bahama and Bimini constituency.
A lot of work has been done by the Progressive Liberal Party under its former representative, the Honorable Roshka, my good friend and colleague. And we want to see this work continue. We've got about 3 years left in the term. The Prime Minister has a lot of ambitious plans for what happens in Grand Bahama. Needs a good representative with high energy and fresh ideas to be able to carry out that work.
Mitchell echoing the sentiments of the nation's chief, saying a young, energetic Smith represents the next generation of leaders. And despite his stint in the F&M, he assures that Smith is PLP all the way.
His mother is part of the Martin clan, which is an important family in West Grand Bahama. And of course, his father was a long-standing Progressive Liberal Party supporter and stalwart councillor. He himself was hatched in the Progressive Young Liberals during the kind of interregnum of his presence in the PLP. Two of his well-known uncles, Elon Sonny Martin and Dennis Martin, both supported Hubert Ingram when he became Prime Minister and was leader of the F&M, and Kingsley supported his uncle's campaign, but he's now safely back with the Progressive Liberal Party.
He adds that Smith is a shining example of a good public servant who's given back to his community.
He was invited by the leader of the party in 2020 to come back to the Progressive Liberal Party and vie for the nomination in 2021. He was not successful, but he stayed the course. He joined the men's branch. He's been active in campaigns in Nassau and in West Grand Bahama, and has lots of ideas about how West Grand Bahama and Bimini can be built for the future.
And now that the selection process is over, the campaigning begins. But here's what happens first.
Well, as with all things for the Progressive Liberal Party, key is to start with saying thanks to God and asking for prayers for the campaign going forward. So there's a service planned. That'll start the campaign. The Progressive Liberal Party's leader will come and introduce the candidate and commend him to the people of West Grand Bahama. And similarly, there'll be an exercise on Saturday in Bimini. Well, specifically, there are motorcades, there'll be public meetings and the services, so all of those things will come. I think, what I really enjoy about Grand Bahama, of course, is that there's always a lot of high energy in their campaigns. And so I expect to see that happen. And I expect to have our supporters support and vote for Mr. Smith. He'll be engaging with them on a face-to-face basis.
Again, Rumiko, a motorcade is slated for tomorrow for PLP standard bearer Kingsley Smith once he arrives here on island. Now, we also understand that a candidate launch church service will also be held later that evening at International Global Ministries in Holmesish Rock, where the nation's leader, the Honorable Philip Davis, is also expected to give a special address. Reporting live from PLP headquarters here in Grand Bahama, I'm Raven Davis. Back to you at the desk.